Hello guys, it's Pep from Pep here, and today we have maybe the last archetype that had been buffed thanks to the support of the new box. I'm talking about the Blacklisted Soldier archetype that has some support in particular for the ritual monster, so not for the effect monsters as well. Um, but you know that it's so much powerful, but it unfortunately has a little defense, and maybe the 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 most important factor that we have to think about is how to increase that defense in order to make this deck really consistent. But let's go deep into the deck list. I've chosen Alexis Rhodes, but as you can see from the skill, you can definitely choose other skill as long as they have the skill Master of Rights. For a whole who do not know what Master of Rights does, it's pretty easy. For every 1,000 life points that you lose, you get to search a ritual monster or a ritual spell card. So you can definitely look for wherever you want, whenever you want. And guys, keep in mind that a really good thing of this skill is that it is not once per turn. You listen well, it's not once per turn. What does this mean? That if we have two Cosmic Cyclone in our hand and our opponent has two or more spell trap cards on the field, what you can do is that you can use one Cosmic Cyclone, then search for a ritual monster, then after that you have activated the skill, you can use another Cosmic Cyclone to trigger again the skill, and in the same turn you get to search also the spell card. So guys, this is a really important factor that you have to take into account when you play this deck. So you get to search two cards in one turn, and this is amazing. And in fact, as you will see in the replays, a lot of comebacks have been possible thanks to this particular of this skill. But this is the deck list. Let's moving on. So let's start from the beginning. We have the two ritual monster. At the moment is the only Blacklisted Soldier monster we have as ritual. In the TCG there are some few cards, some Blacklisted Soldier that I hope and also I definitely think that will be available in the future, but right now we have only Blacklisted Soldier. I put only two because I have two, unfortunately, but I can definitely assure that two is enough, especially if you have Gateway to Chaos, because what Gateway to Chaos do? Pretty easy. When you activate, on activation you get to search for a Blacklisted Soldier. In the truth, you can also search for a Gaia, but I don't think Gaia has a place in this deck. Also, if it stays on the field, for each card that is sent from the hand or the field to the graveyard, either for on your opponent's side of the field, you can add a spell counter on this spell card, and when you got 3, you get remove 3 spell counter to add a ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. And also keep in mind that these spell counters are really important also for our trap card, Super Soldier Shield, and that's why we only play 2 instead of 3, because it can be recycled. How? When you have used it and it is in your graveyard, you can just remove 1 spell counter from on your field, so from your side of the field, and of course your choice will be Gateway to Chaos. And you can just set it back again on your field and can reuse it. Of course, when you use this effect, when it leaves the field, you have to banish it. So we can say that we have 4 Super Soldier Shield. Then we have, of course, about Blacklisted Soldier, you have to say nothing because it's a ritual monster with no effect, at least if you summon him in the normal ways. But if you summon him using these two guys, it becomes an incredible monster. Why? Because when you summon using Beginning Night, he gets two effects. The first is that you can target the monster your opponent controls and banish it. And the second effect, that's huge, guys. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and send it to the graveyard, it can attack again once in a row, a second time. So pretty huge. And the other two effects that he gained if you use also Evening, Twilight, Night is that he gets to banish another monster, so in addition to the other one. So it's true, you are understanding well, he can banish two monsters per turn and he can also attack. Amazing. And the other effect that I think is one of the best is that you can banish one random card from your opponent hand face down until your opponent's hand phase, so until his hand phase. So this means that you banish that card in your turn, and then in his next turn he's not gonna be able to activate it because it will be banished until the end phase. Guys, this effect is incredible. So of course it is so useful for cards like Kuriboh, Sphere Kuriboh, Kitoroid, and all the hand defense that your opponent can have. But also it has another advantage, that is that of course you're gonna break your opponent's combo if you pick the right card. Of course it's casual, so you have to hope it's the right card, but anyway, it's definitely a huge thing. And keep in mind that you can do this every turn, so amazing. And then we have also these two big guys, these two little guys I have to say, have another effect that if they get banished from the graveyard, once the Beginning Night lets you add a ritual spell card, while the Evening Twilight gets to add, lets you add the ritual monster. So they preset another ritual summon for the next turn. And how can you banish them? With Enjoy Your Chaos, Envoy of Chaos. This card, guys, it's so powerful because it counters the actual meta. It counters my biggest nightmares. I'm talking about Kagetas, I'm talking about the big boss of Lunalight monsters. Why? Because when a Blackluster Soldier ritual monster is battling, you can discard this Envoy of Chaos from your hand. Your Blackluster Soldier is gonna get 1500 attack, and also the monsters is battling with gets its attack back to the original. This means no circulating current, no Cocytus effect, maybe with Alistair the Invoker, no effect of the Elemental Palace, nothing, guys, nothing. The attack comes back to normal and you have a big boy with 4500 attack. Amazing. And what's the good about this Envoy of Chaos? The fact that it can be recycled. So if it is in your graveyard and you have another light and a dark monster, you can banish those cards, so those monsters light and dark, to add it to your hand. And what you're gonna banish? You're gonna banish Beginning Night and even Twilight Night, so that you can trigger that effect, and so you have reset it your ritual summon. So the combo is really perfect. And also keep in mind that because of the fact that Envoy of Chaos it's a dark monster level 4, if you do not have neither of these boys in your hand and you have only Envoy of Chaos, you of course can use Envoy of Chaos to ritual summon your Blackluster Soldier in case you need material. Why I'm saying this? Because the only ritual spell card that we are using is Super Soldier Synthesis. And what's the good and the bad of this card? The good is that you have to send one Dark and Light, and this deck is perfect. But the other fact is that one of the monsters that you have to send has to be in your hand. So you need to have at least one of these guys to ritual summon, while the other is gonna be sent from your deck, and this is huge. The other really good thing about Super Soldier Synthesis is that you can ritual summon also a Black Luster Soldier from your graveyard, so you do not need to have it in your hand. So the first time, of course, you need to have it in your hand, but after, you do not need to search for another Black Luster Soldier, because you can ritual summon the one that is in your graveyard. This, guys, is really important. This spell card, this ritual spell card is really good. Of course, it really matches up with the beginning and evening Twilight Nights. Really perfect. Then we have we can say the Searcher, because Cosmic Cyclone with this skill is our Searcher. So once that you have your Cosmic Cyclone, you get to lose instantly 1000, and you get to trigger your skill, so do that you can search for a ritual monster or a spell or a ritual spell card, of course. And of course, your Cosmic Cyclone is gonna clear the back rows of your opponents, of course. We have 3 because, guys, 3 are really mandatory for this deck, of course. In case you do not have 3, I definitely recommend you to use some hand defense, so that you can control your life points and manage to lose that 1000 maybe to get to trigger your skill. And then last but not least, it's our Super Soldier Shield. Guys, I'm really, right now I still have some doubts about the fact that Super Soldier Shield maybe it's not the best choice. You definitely can choose something like the classic defense, maybe a card from the semi-limited list, maybe it's enemy controller, or I don't know, something else. Maybe also I was thinking about the World Legacy Clash can be definitely a good choice. Right now I was using Super Soldier Shield because I focus it on the fact that I wanted to optimize the use of Gateway to Chaos, and I had these spell counters that have no use apart from adding the ritual spell card. And with Super Soldier Shield, it seems like you have more ways to use that spell counters, but of course the problem with this trap card is that it is useless if you do not have your big boss on the field. And maybe it can be definitely a better choice to use a card that can be used even if you have not your Black Luster Soldier on the field. Can be definitely a thing. But keep in mind that Super Soldier Shield, of course, can protect your monster from a lot of effects, from spell, trap, and monster effect. So you can protect from all, but the requirement is that, of course, that card needs to target. So if it targets, you can use Super Soldier Shield. The replays that you will see are with this trap card. If I'm not wrong, I get to use that only once, so not that much, and unfortunately it not helps you to get consistency to your deck. The deck is pretty much consistent, but it can be better, guys, because there will be times in which you're gonna of course break. And I definitely think that maybe the first card you're gonna replace is Super Soldier Shield, so keep in mind that. Guys, this is the deck list. It's really amazing to play it. The only thing that I hate is that I cannot use Yugioh, so that I can see the animation of Black Luster Soldier. That's really amazing as animation. I think I definitely will try to use Yugioh maybe once, one of his skills to play Black Luster Soldier, just to see the animation. So guys, this is the deck list. I hope all the explanations are clear. Feel free to ask me wherever you want in the comment section down below. If you enjoy this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps a lot. Guys, see you in the next video and enjoy the replays.